My name is Joe. Welcome to Mountain Build. My wife of 25 plus years, Christy, is behind the camera. We have 4 children, Caleb, Sydney, Peyton, and Mia. Plus we have a daughter-in-law, Taylor. My son Caleb got married last June. We are in the process of moving to Southern Colorado, and we wanted to share a little bit about that with our family and our friends. And so we invite you just to follow along. We'll be doing updates along this process, letting you know why we chose the place we chose, what decisions we are having to make, and just kind of some of the barriers and challenges that we're going to be facing. I've always loved the outdoors from the time that I was a little kid until now. I used to play in the city parks, in the wooded city parks in Northeast Ohio growing up, and then I became an avid outdoorsman and archer in my college years, and then in Nebraska where we lived for a bunch of years. I spent a lot of time in the woods and in the field, and then here in Arizona there is ample opportunity all year round to be outside. I've always loved it, and our family has loved it as well. When we had a choice between the beach or the mountains, we always chose the mountains. We would spend time in a good portion of Southern Colorado or Central Colorado, either in the winter or in the summer. It didn't make any difference to us. We just loved being there. Also, as a kid, I loved one TV show more than any other, and it was called This Old House. And Bob Vila really lit a fire in me to do things with my hands. And so even at an early age, junior high, I would start to work on our house and do remodeling projects with my dad, and that continued into my adult life. When we were first married and looking at our first home, we realized on a youth pastor salary that the only way we were going to be able to afford a home is if we bought a fixer-upper, and so we did that. We bought an early 1900s home. We tore it apart. We did just about everything in there, from electrical to putting in ductwork and heating and air and a deck and resculpting the backyard and putting in retaining walls. There was nothing that we didn't do to that house. We moved here to Phoenix, bought a new house because we thought that would be something that we would want, is to take a break from remodeling, but found out that we really missed having our hands on a project. So we sold that house and we moved to Central Phoenix, where we bought another fixer-upper, and we did a lot of renovation to that. And we sold it here recently in the end of last year. We pocketed the money and began this journey of looking for a property in Southern Colorado for us to build our own home, mostly with our own hands. And this is the story of that journey. So our plan from here is pretty straightforward and simple. We have narrowed down our location. We know where we're going to be. We have offered on a piece of ground. We are under contract and in the inspection period right now. We hope to close on that property here in the near future. It looks like early May that will be done. And we are also right now working with an architect in Southern Colorado to design the house that we will build. We have very specific parameters that we're trying to meet. We're trying to design it in such a way that we're going to be able to build it successfully ourselves. And we have a certain style that we're looking for. We'll be sharing all of that with you in a future video. And we'll also be telling you why we picked that piece of ground over other ones that we looked at, what was important for us in fulfilling our dream, but also what was important for us in doing a project cost effectively and doing a project that we could do a lot of it ourselves. And so our long-term goal, if you will, would be to get most of the basic stuff done in this calendar year. And by that I mean buy the land, do the design, do some of the dirt work on the front end, putting in a driveway, bringing the utilities over, and those types of things. And then next year, starting all of the actual construction in 2021. So that's our journey. We're doing this channel for a few reasons. One, we have family and friends all across the country who we think would be interested in this. And then there's a second reason. There are a lot of channels out there that give you insight into maybe how to build a home if you're using a contractor, and there's even a lot of great off-grid type building that is going on. We're a little bit in between both of those. We're gonna general, the whole project, we'll be doing most of the work ourselves, but there are some things that we won't be doing ourselves. And so we thought it would be kind of interesting to share the challenges that we're facing, and also let you see what we think we can handle, what we decided to take on that we didn't know if we could do or not, and just bring you along through the process. So thanks for following. We really appreciate it. Look forward to the next time that we interact with you.